got it.
Say hi to the people, Carl.
Today we're playing solitaire. This is something crazy.
This is the place to be.
Chat is going absolutely well.
Bro, I'm hyped.
Let's go.
No.
I don't know what else to tell you.
The myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the island. And the island is me. I am the rage, the destruction. I am Eternum. And Eternum is me.
Hello, welcome to Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo. I am making myself a spicy cup of coffee. We are here in beautiful Seattle in our lovely crafting studio in the Pacific Northwest. I have hair bedazzles. I don't know if you could see them. I'm very excited about them. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. Each week we interview and get to know some lovely, talented makers, creators, just awesome folks out there in the world. And together we make something while getting to know a little bit about each other and mostly just hanging out. It's a really fun time. So go get a glass of hydration, pet an animal, hang out with us. It's gonna be a very good time because I'm gonna tell you what we did last week. We got to talk to Angela Hill, AKA Overkill. She was absolutely lovely. We made action figures of ourselves, and it was a lot of fun. I dressed as Kim Possible, and it was very silly. I was Glitter Bomb, is apparently my beautiful alter ego, who is just a chaos gremlin. And Angela and I are gonna square up one day. She's gonna teach me how to take a hit and throw a hit. It's gonna be very fun. And speaking of very fun, I just got back from Comic-Con. There they are, they live together now. Before we talk about Comic-Con, look at those sweetie pies. They're gonna live on that shelf forever, together. It was beautiful, and now we got, Angela as her Samus suit, and me as the epic glitter bomb holding my glue gun. Oh, it's a good time. So, back to Comic-Con. I just got back. I don't know if you know, but my voice is a little hoarse because I played in a live play game with my D&D group, Failed Save, over on the Pixel Circus channel, if you know them. That's the beautiful Abria Iyengar, Kaylee Bray, Sage Ryan, Omar Najam, and Anthony Carboni, all beautiful, wonderful, funny, talented individuals. And someone in the audience brought a dog, and we all lost our collective minds. It was the sweetest, most perfect way. There's the dog's socials. You should go follow them because they're so sweet. They're 10 months old, and they're a Pom Chihuahua mix, and they're the sweet. They were so cute. She was so sweet, and I just about died. I didn't ever want to let go of this dog. We were pretty sure that they were gonna let us keep him. And she was so perfect. But I digress. I did not get to keep her because she has a wonderful family that she belongs to. But go follow because that dog deserves support and they're so cute. Anyway, speaking of things that are cute, I want to see what's going on in your lives. Everybody, I want to celebrate you. I want to say hello. I want to make sure that you're getting the recognition you deserve on your journey to getting good at stuff. So use that hashtag, #IGotGood, so that we here on the show can try to feature your tweet, celebrate you, talk about it, see what you're working on, see what you want to celebrate, support your wins, and all that messy, fun progress along the way to getting good. So tag the Crown Channel, tag me on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever you social. Tag us and let us know what you got going on, because we'd love to feature you and see what you got going on. So, we're gonna do that. Now, let's talk about who we got coming on the show. So in the studio, we've got the very lovely Tanya DePass, okay? She is a streamer. She's the founder of I Need Diverse Games. She's kind of a big deal in the TTRPG community, and we're gonna talk all things Dungeons and Dice and Dragons and, I don't know, all the fun things. And our call-in guest, we have the very fabulous, I haven't spoken to her in such a long time and I'm very excited. Courtney Kraft is going to tell us all about the Hurdy Gurdy and this, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait. We're gonna hear some music. It's gonna be very exciting. So that's just a little bit later. So right now, I just need you all to know what you need if you want to craft along with us. So we're gonna throw that QR code up on that screen. Basically, we made a whole list for all of you today. We pre-curated it here so that you don't have to do any work. All you have to do is scan that QR code and it'll take you directly to a list where you can add anything you want directly into your cart and check out. It's super easy and great. So if you wanna watch the VOD, get these things sent to your home so you can craft along with us, do that. It's a great time to be able to craft along with people. It's fun. That's why I do it here. I like crafting with people. Now I need to tell you why we're making what we're making, which are automatic dice rollers. So Tanya makes dice. She has handcrafted so many beautiful little candies of dice. Not actual candies, please don't eat them. We'll see the safety dance later. Don't eat the dice, but they're so beautiful and she makes them all by hand. They're gorgeous. So we thought we'd give them an epic moment in an automatic dice roller for those big game moments when it all is left up to chance. Which is our theme for this episode. we gotta take a chance on a good story, on a good craft, on getting good at things, everybody. So I need to come over here and say hello to all of your beautiful screen names. We're talking about chance today and taking a chance, because nothing is more up to luck than rolling some dice. So hello everybody. Also, happy birthday, Gamer Blue X. I see a happy birthday in there. We're gonna throw a poll up to all of you. I need to know how you do your risky things. So when you need to take a chance on things, do you like to A, toss a coin, or B, rock, paper, scissors it? Easy. Hi, Mini Maker. So if you want to toss a coin, spam A in chat. If you would like to rock, paper, scissors, spam B in chat. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Do you want to contribute to the poll? What are you going to vote for? Okay. Mini Gina is voting for coin. We're gonna flip this coin, but let's see what we've got. Oh, you may have put a felty finger on that scale a little bit. Here, let's do a little hangout. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. How you doing? You doing good? Oh, thank you. It's so nice. Everyone say hi to Puppetgina. She's having a good day, and she voted for coin. You got 1 second left. Let's see. Toss a coin. All right. I'm gonna need you to call heads or tails right now. So, laugh if it's heads, cry if it's tails. Oh, laugh. Okay, so that's heads. Whoop! Heads! You win! All right, I guess I lose. All right, take your coin back. Toss a coin to me later. Don't eat it. Get out of here. Go back to your home. Go back to your home. I'm sorry. I love you. Don't worry, she'll go. She's fine. She'll go live there. Okay, everybody, it's giveaway time. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're giving away this week. Okay, so we've been loving it every single week. We got another Crafters Box giveaway coming up. So if you want to get your hands on a 3-month subscription from us, we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to have this amazing gift for the crafter in your life. You can have workshops, you got curated boxes to whatever interest you've got going on. So stay tuned a little bit later for your chance to win. It's gonna be a chat command, so keep your eyes and earballs peeled for that a little bit later in the show. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee as we transition to a segment I'm very excited about, okay? So she is a social media and community manager whose hobby has turned into a very lucrative side hustle. We're gonna talk to the lovely Courtney Kraft. Hi! Hello!
Oh my God, it's so
good to see you. I just spilled like coffee everywhere because I got so excited. Hi! It's so good to see your face.
Oh, you too, hon.
Hi. Okay, so first question. Why the hurdy-gurdy?
Honestly, I think it extended through LARP. I created a character who's a violinist. I can't play violin. Sure. But thanks to YouTube algorithms, I discovered this artist named Hurdy Gurdy, who a lot of Americans kind of discovered this instrument through her.
Oh.
And I went, oh, that's really cool. I think I could learn how to play that. And then I just became obsessed with it. And I ordered my first Gurdy. It was a total disaster. But I was still really obsessed with the instrument.
Sure.
And then 2 years later, I'm now recording music for the next season of The Witcher. So,
Seriously?
you know, I think I got good at stuff.
Yes. How long have you been playing?
A little over 2 years.
2 years, and you're already on a soundtrack for a major show.
You know, sometimes it also takes luck, but also a lot of practice. I have an amazing teacher, and because I love it so much, I practice a lot. And you know, you gotta practice things to get good at it.
This is true. You really do. Lots of practice. That's incredible. So you were watching a video, and you were looking at someone playing an instrument, and you thought, I think I could play that. I've never experienced that for a musical instrument in my life. How many, can you show us this hurdy-gurdy right now? What are the parts of a hurdy-gurdy? How does it work?
Okay, I love to explain this stuff. I love giving you the Gurdy 101.
Please.
So because this is a very complex Gurdy that I'm holding right now. This is an RTP carbon by the luthier Wolfgang Weichelbaumer in Austria. It is a 21-string instrument. So what we have is we have melody strings, and these strings in the middle are what allow you to play the melody. I'm going to engage a string, play a bunch of keys. So as I'm pressing the keys, that's what makes the melody sound. But what makes this instrument so cool is that you can add additional strings to build the sound. So I have 3 different melody strings at 3 different pitches, and I'll gladly demonstrate all those to you. And then down here at the bottom, we have drone strings. And the drones act very much like a bagpipe, where it's only going to play one note for the entire duration. No matter what key I press, it'll play the same note no matter what. So then you have a layer built of sound. And then up here we have what are called trumpet strings. And through specific hand motions, they create buzzing sounds. And I'll give you a little demonstration. So, yeah, it's a little high right now. But you can layer all these strings together. And how about I show you how it all comes together?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, okay. So, before I forget, I said there were 21 strings. I only showed you 9 of them. Additionally, it also has these strings on the top called sympathetics. Oh. And the sympathetics, once they're tuned with the string, they'll ring along with it, and they'll create like a really full resonant sound. So it's really cool. So I'm going to start with this middle G right here. Ooh. And let me show you how this familiar tune sounds. We're going to start with one string.
I'm ready.
So now I'm going to add a C drone to this.
Okay.
So the C is this note.
Oh.
And now you're going to hear the layer of sounds.
Yeah. So that's with the C drone. I could also do, maybe I want a G instead. Maybe I want both. I can add all of them together. So. And then I can add in the trumpet and add some rhythmic buzzing to it. Hopefully it'll behave. I like just the C drone. So here's how it all kind of comes together. There's so many different techniques you can do with hurdy-gurdy. A lot of what I actually play is like traditional European bell folk, which is really fast and lots of rhythm and beats. It's like its own orchestra. It's like a full sound.
You can absolutely create a full sound. And let's say I want to do something a little gentle and light. So I have this nice high G. I can be like...
Oh, this is making me want to do a jig. Have a picnic.
Well, that's an Irish traditional tune.
That was beautiful.
And then I also have this really low D and a super low D drone. And then let's say I want to rock out, something like this.
Oh.
Gotta have some AC/DC. And there's so many options and so many different ways to build things. And one of the neat things about this instrument is that you can't really have just one, because sometimes you need different types of gurdies to play different kinds of music.
What?
So I'll do more like contemporary, slower pieces on this, and then if I can lift it up without being really careful, this is my other gurdy.
Oh,
This is a full solid body electric Gurdy.
Yes.
You can see there's no resonance, so it has to be plugged into an amp to play. And this one is by Neil Brook in the UK.
Whoa.
And it's really great for playing super fast, lots of cranking traditional music.
Yeah.
And so
Because
I have another one coming.
You play at live events, right?
I have, yes. Actually, I have. A couple of weeks ago, I played at a LARP party. Because, like I said, I'm a nerdy LARPer. I love it. And yeah, so this is me and my friend Sarah. We played a whole bunch of traditional music. We have the same music teacher. We go to the same LARP. So we're in costumes here. And we played a full set of traditional dance tunes. And what was really rewarding about all of it was seeing people just get up and dance and having fun with this old school music. And it's just me and my buddies playing the Hurdy Gurdy, and everyone thinks it's so cool.
It is so cool.
Yes.
Oh, that's got to be the LARP.
Yes, this was at the LARP itself. That was my old Applo Gurdy. And I would just be like, look, I'm going to sit on this shrine and play cool music for the gods. How about that?
Dang.
Yeah, people love it.
Speaking of playing things for the gods, talk about recording for The Witcher. How did that come about?
That was a bit of luck. So I'm on a Facebook group called the Hurdy Gurdy Community. It's a worldwide Facebook community. Highly recommend it if you want to get into this instrument. There's a lot of great information there.
Yes.
And someone came on. He was a music producer's intern and said, hey, I'm looking for someone in Los Angeles who wants to work with a composer and record for us. And I'm like, ooh, me. I want to do that. Because I've been playing for 2 years. I finally feel confident enough that I could do things like that. The producer called me and asked me some questions about the instrument, and then he told me that it was for The Witcher, and I'm just like, be cool. Cool. Like, you know me, Gina. You know I've worked with nerdy titles and celebrities for years, but I'm still, like, fangirling a little because I love the show. And so they originally wanted me to kind of teach them the instrument, and I talked with one of their composers. He had kind of a cheapo Gurdy, and I'm like, oh, sweetie, no, that's a toy. But also, I understand that, you know, when it comes to production, you have a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And the Gurdy is an easy instrument to start, but a difficult instrument to master. And I said, look, just call me when you want to record something. I have the only working Weichelbaumer in Los Angeles. I'll bring it. And if you want a different style, I can refer you to some other local players. We can get you loaner instruments. And then they're like, okay, cool. And then a month or two later, they suddenly call me and they're like, hey, can you come record next week?
We've got you in the booth right here. Look at your face.
Yes. I was in the booth. I was so excited. I'm sorry I couldn't get like a wider picture.
Oh, you're good. I'm sure you were NDA'd.
My arm is only so long. Actually, I'm not. No. That's why I can say that I was on The Witcher. I can't actually share the music that I played. But I asked them, I'm like, so am I under NDA or can I talk about this? Can I tell people I did The Witcher? They're like, yeah, you can talk about it. Like, yay, okay. I'm going to tell everybody.
Yeah.
And it was seriously one of the coolest things I have ever done in my life. It's definitely in the top three.
Good. So you mentioned that the composer had a cheapo Hurdy Gurdy. Do you have a way, like a resource, if someone out there is wanting to learn Hurdy Gurdy from themselves, a way to get a good instrument?
Yes. First of all, it wasn't the original composer. It was one of the assistants.
Oh,
to the composer. I want to make his differentiation.
Sure.
Joe, the composer of The Witcher.
Sorry, Joe, not Joe.
What he's saying about me.
Just no, you're good.
Okay, so when I first started this instrument 2 years ago, I made the same mistake that a lot of Americans make, and that is I bought my Hurdy Gurdy on Etsy.
Sure.
Terrible idea. I thought I had something interesting. Turns out I had cheap crap.
Sure.
I immediately made a YouTube video about it. And then someone who's an actual Hurdy Gurdy expert in Spain made a reaction video to it. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I done?
No.
And it was a little traumatizing, but at the same time, it really lit a fire under my butt to go and find a better instrument.
Yeah.
So I mentioned before, there's a Facebook group called Hurdy Gurdy Community. I highly recommend that to everyone. That's where all the experts from around the world go. All the luthiers are there. They have an amazing facts section that tells you how to buy a Gurdy, low-cost Gurdies, where to find a teacher. Like, I learned all of this through Zoom.
That's amazing.
You can learn through Zoom. So don't buy a Hurdy Gurdy off Etsy or eBay.
Okay.
You have to be ready to spend at least $1,000, if not $1,500 for a basic.
Sure.
The one that I recommend was... Yeah, like having a quality instrument will actually help you improve your skills better because the instrument is reacting the way you want it to. The one that I personally recommend was the black one in the LARP photo. It's a brand called Gurdy's. Model's called the Aplo. It's an excellent, excellent student model.
Great.
That's the one I trained on.
Oh, beautiful.
And you can learn the different tunings in it. So personally, I recommend that one as a starter Gurdy. It runs around $1,500. And then they only go up from there.
Sure.
So if you're willing to invest in quality and time, you too can learn how to play this amazing instrument.
Speaking of quality and time, what's some advice you would give to, say, a person learning a new skill? How do you? What's your advice in a word or a sentence of how a person can get good?
I think the most important quality to have when you want to get good at something is love and passion.
Oh, that's perfect. What a perfect note to end on. Love and passion. It was absolutely lovely seeing your beautiful face again.
You too.
I'm so happy for you. Thank you for being here. Tell everyone where they can follow and support you.
Oh, well, you can find me on Twitter at the Anime Goddess. I am occasionally posting videos on YouTube. I haven't for a while, but if I'm going to, that's where they're going to be. And so if you follow me and be like, Courtney, make more videos. We want to see this new Weichel bomber. Then I'll be motivated to do so, and I'll have to share more.
Do it!
So please give me a follow.
Absolutely. Please, everyone, do that. I want to see more YouTube videos. Courtney, thank you so much. We'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Incredible. My mind is blown. That was a whole orchestra in my mind, and I'm so happy. Okay, please don't go anywhere because we're going to take a tiny break. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Tanya DePass, everybody. So don't you dare go anywhere. Go get hydrated, and then come right back.
Wait, you're doing this live?
Saikuno, this is it. You've got it.
Say hi to the people, Carl.
Today we're playing solitaire. This is something crazy.
This is the place to be.
Chat is going absolutely well.
The prom hype.
Let's go.
I don't know what else to tell you. Finally ready, baby.
Ready to go?
My awakening skills ready. Taking damage.
There we got him. Let's do this.
So I was watching Maisel on Prime Video.
You miss me?
I so want her life. Oh, or the board game. I wonder what other funny shows are. Yep, watching this.
What do you want, a fortune cookie? Like what?
Isn't he in? Yes, crazy.
Check this out.
Guys, I'm fine. I'm seriously fine.
You leave, right? Sprinkles in your hair.
When all the comedy is in one place, entertainment never ends.
Damn, Rachel.
See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Hello, thank you for sticking around. And if you're just joining us, you're watching Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo, and I am now going to introduce you to someone very special. She's one of the founders of I Need Diverse Games. She was also Adweek's 2022 Women Trailblazers. Please welcome Tanya DePass.
Hello.
Hello.
Huh?
Yeah, we can clap. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, Tanya.
You're welcome.
I'm very excited to hang out with you. We've got a very fun craft today. We've also got a little buddy in the studio today, a little flyer.
I mean, he can be part of the craft if he gets caught.
That's true. We get caught with this.
You know?
So, today we are making automatic dice rollers because you are obviously, a big deal in the TTRPG space. And you also make your very own dice. We've got them here.
I do.
Yes. But before we get into all of that, everybody, we're going to throw that QR code back up on the list so that you know what we're using today. We've got a dice roller. We've got some wood base. We've got aluminum foil, foam sheets, acrylic paints, paint brushes, foliage. We've got all this fun moss over here. That's the foliage. We've got some crystals to make it nice and fantasy. We've got dragons because every dungeon needs a lair dragon. And don't forget those AA batteries because sometimes products need batteries and they're not included. So make sure to read up on that before you order something and then get really sad because it showed up and it's too late to go make it work and have fun. So don't forget that. And speaking of don't forgetting things, it's time for a safety dance. It's a safety dance, everybody. We're working with paint, we're working with hot glue, we're working with things that are lots of little things that look like they're edible. They're not. Don't eat them. Don't let your kids eat them. Don't let your dogs or your cats or your ferrets or your pigeons eat them. There's little things. You don't want them getting caught in things. Don't touch the tip of a hot glue gun to your flesh or anybody else's. It's dangerous. Don't eat paint, everybody. Just don't do it. It won't taste good, I promise you. And that's all we got for a safety dance. Happy safety donk.
Yeah. I always feel bad for the E when it just falls off.
I know, but then the safety gets juicy, and I'm happy about it.
Sure.
Speaking of, let's do a giveaway. I talked about it earlier, and it's that time in the show when we give you at home something awesome. So we're going to do a chat command. Use that exclamation point craft box for your chance to win a crafting subscription box. We're giving away 3 months of this. It is so cool. It is customizable to the thing that you want to do or someone you care about want to try. Maybe you don't know how to do all the research of what to do. They will ship you a full craft for you to be able to do. And it's really cool. They've got digital workshops online. It's great. So right now, spam exclamation point craft box. It's right there in the corner if you want to know how to do it. All you have to do is spam that in chat for your chance to win. You have to be 18 years or older and live in the U.S. to be eligible, and winners will be whispered to by Crown and announced in chat by the end of the show. And that's all you need to do. It's super easy. Now, it's time to craft. Are you ready?
Yes.
Our glue guns are heated. Now, I went ahead and pre-cut us some bricks, because what we are going to do is we are going to turn this cool contraption into a dice tower, a old ruin on a hill. Ooh, indeed. So this fun thing has a little cloche on top. Whoop. Fun. And this pops right off. And may I borrow a die?
Of course.
So these are the die. These are one of the die that Tanya has made herself. You pop it right in the top. You close it up right there, oop, oop, oop. And then all you have to do is push a button and it rolls it for you. I rolled an 8, not so great, but that's okay. Because we're gonna do, this is boring by itself. This doesn't look very fantasy, this doesn't look very D&D. Where's the creativity? Where's the spark? There isn't any. So we're gonna add it right now on our own. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's keep our tops off because we're gonna get to gluing and chatting. So, first things first, I have pre-cut these foam sheets that are in our handy dandy list if you just wanna do it yourself. But in the sake of saving us time to make sure we get through this whole craft together, I pre-cut some. So first things first, we're gonna take our #1 baggie, we're gonna pop them open, and we're gonna start gluing and chatting. So it's from bottom to top. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's
Okay,
see
great.
if I remember how to do this.
You just take some glue.
Oh no, I'm just clumsy.
Excellent. I gave the glue gun to clumsy. I'm into this. Okay, everybody, we're crafting now, so I'm gonna throw a poll to chat. We're gonna have to paint and create this all from scratch, so I need you at home to tell me what style of tower I'm gonna have. So you guys get to decide the theme of my beautiful creation. Are we going to go A, fantasy, so like purples and emeralds and lots of shiny, bright, colorful things? Or B, for gothic and spooky, dark reds, very vampiric and necromancy and all that fun jazz. So, A, fantasy, B, gothic. Go for it in chat. What do you think you're gonna be making? Do you have a vibe you're gonna go for? 'Cause chat gets to tell me what I'm making.
I think I want to go a little vampiric and gothy.
Ooh, okay, into it.
Because I know we're talking dragons and whatnot, but I've also been chatting about games where you can be vampires.
Have you played?
I have.
So you're a big deal in the RPG space. Let's talk about it. What systems have you played? What's your favorite? What's your vibe?
I've played, obviously, D&D, Pathfinder.
The Gothic one. Yes. We're all on the same page. We're going Gothic.
The Dragon Age RPG, which is the age system.
Yes.
What am I thinking? Of course I'm trying to think of it and I can't.
That's okay.
It's one everyone keeps using, and of course I'm blanking out on it because I need to know.
I don't know. Is it a super popular one? It's not vampire, right?
It's not vampire. Monty Cook.
Monty Cook? System. Oh, it's a cipher system.
Yes.
I love a good cipher system.
Yes, I got to play cipher system. And I'm trying to think of what else. And, dice pools. I got to play Cortex.
Cortex? What's Cortex?
Cortex is by Fandom. It's what we use for Motherlands for the stream show.
Ooh.
Which is here on Twitch. And, we're making our own dice pool for Motherlands.
You're making your own dice pool?
Yes, we're making our own mechanics.
What goes into that? Making your own dice mechanics. So you're basically writing your own RPG.
Yes. Well, I am a very talented team of people. I could not do this by myself.
Sure.
Okay. Me being clumsy, I'm just doing this.
You've got this.
That is the second time I've dropped the glue gun. So I'm just gonna put hot glue on plastic. That's very safe, y'all.
It is. Everything's fine.
But basically you figure out, what is it you want your players to accomplish? Mm-hmm. How easy, how difficult should it be? What is it you want them to kind of do? What's the purpose of them putting together this pool?
Sure.
Are they trying to be combative? Are they trying to solve things? And one of the things we're trying to accomplish with Motherlands is have a more narrative experience.
Sure.
And not have it be, I'm just going to go murder everything.
Yes. I'm in support of that. I'm a big fan of not just being a murder group.
Yes. But, let's not just go in, I'm going to kill you, but I just met you. I don't care. I'm still going to kill you.
Yeah. That's a lot of we don't always need that. There are systems for that, and not every system needs to be that intense.
Well, that is, so many games have that shoot first, kill first, ask questions later.
This is true.
And I'm just like, maybe. And granted, I say this as someone who plays a character that always goes for / first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
But, basically, why are you doing what you're doing? Mm-hmm. And this pool will help you figure that out.
Yes. That's very good. I'm one brick short, so I'm making myself a really quick one.
Oh, no.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Oh, actually? Oh, I'm just kidding. I did it. All around.
Yay.
And now we move on to number 2.
Huzzah.
So what was it like working on Motherlands and Black Dice Society? You've got a bunch of shows out there. How is it streaming different genres and switching between those each week?
So there's Motherlands, which is sci-fi, which is Afrofuturist and, very narrative driven. Mm-hmm. And then there is, D&D, which is most of the time very much, I see a thing, I might kill it first, I might not.
Yeah.
Because my character on Black Dice Society is a drow Dhampir blood hunter.
Oh.
With a bit of, what do you call it, warlock? No. Yeah, I have a little bit of warlock. And I've done this backwards. Is it this way or this way?
Oh, it's long ways. Okay. All of these bad boys are long ways.
So I goofed that up.
That's okay. It's also yours, and you can make it however you see fit.
Can't trust me with a glue gun. And so that character, you know, is not a nice person because it is a Ravenloft campaign.
Yes.
And then we have Celise Astorio, who is my Rivals of Waterdeep character, who started out as purely a paladin.
Okay.
And now she has picked up
So sweet
levels.
babies with a cause.
Yeah, but she was an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Oh, love a good Oath of Vengeance paladin.
And, you know, she got her vengeance.
Good.
I am cosplaying Spider-Man right now by getting all of this glue
That's okay.
everywhere.
They picked gothic. They picked spooky, so those spider webs just are part of the habitat.
I know. I'm just like, this is why I move my hair out of the way.
Oh, good point. Yes, yes. I usually walk away covered in these little spider webs. They're fun.
But Celise has now picked up some ranger abilities.
Okay.
And a level of barbarian.
Love a good multi-class.
Yes, so I've talked about this, I think, online. The reason I picked a level of barbarian is because I very much wanted her to be a different kind of barbarian.
Okay.
Not the stereotypical.
Different how?
You know how a lot of people, they play a barbarian, they're very stereotypical, raw, I hit things.
Yes.
Not very intelligent.
Yeah. Usually an 8 intelligence, lots of drinking and screaming.
Yes. And so I wanted her to be different, so she has the very intense John Wick, you killed my dog rage.
Okay. So wholesome rage.
Sure. Wholesome.
Whenever it's Keanu Reeves. I mean,
Yeah.
that's as wholesome as you could get, even when he is being
John Wick.
Yes. An assassin.
Yeah, but I just wanted something that's not stereotypical.
Sure.
For a barbarian.
That makes sense. I also have tried to play against type specifically when playing a barbarian. I played a barbarian named Omelette in Pathfinder.
Omelette?
Omelette, yes. And she was the most joyful, enthusiastic, happy barbarian you've probably would ever see in the whole land. She was so happy. So for this, when you get to the third step, I'm just a little bit ahead of you just because I'm speeding through. The best way to make bricks look, or like stones, when you start getting leveled, you want to make sure that the brick goes over this crack you see. So basically, so that it staggers to make it look more like real brick.
Oh, fancy.
So, what motivated you to create Motherlands?
A little bit of necessity and a little bit of why not tell my own story.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, Twitch actually funded the actual play stream.
Really?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And I had been pitching some things to them, and I had threw some ideas out, and they're like, "There's already plenty of D&D. You can't throw a rock without hitting a D&D stream."
It's true.
How about you tell your own story? I was like, okay.
I could do that.
Well, for those that don't know, I wanted to be a novelist when I grew up.
Really?
Yeah.
So then how did novelist transition into being a professional D&D creator, writer, performer? Was it a natural transition?
A little bit. My imagination has always been bigger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know that feeling.
So I was like, okay. I grew up watching the original Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica, all these other shows, and I was like, let's make a show that I wish I could have seen as a kid.
Yeah.
And our friend B. Dave Walters.
Yes.
He is our lead developer. And we sat down and talked about what would we like to see when we were kids, you know?
Yeah.
And he said, let's make a show that we would have wanted to see as like 10, 15-year-olds.
That's awesome. Okay. And you made it happen.
Yes. And I think we are short of bricks.
Oh, I've got plenty over here.
Okay.
Here's some right there.
Yay.
Oh wait, you gotta do number 3. Every step is a new bag. That's why you're short bricks.
Gotcha.
So these are a different size. See these bad boys, how it's a different size? Every single layer, different bag, everybody. Because I'm organized on this show only. Not in any other aspect of my life, but in this show, I have a lot of sandwich bags.
I know that feeling.
Yes.
So we're like, what is it we'd like to do? Because, B-Dave, we all do D&D.
Yes.
So I said, what about sci-fi?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. So basically, it is our love letter to the games that do not always love us back as people of color. Pro tip, do not touch the hot glue, even if you don't touch the hot glue.
I said it at the top. Safety dance, everybody. Run it again. Don't touch the hot glue. Don't do it. It's hot. Don't touch it.
I thought it was cold enough. I was wrong.
It's never cold enough. Not ever. Never, never, never.
I goofed.
You're okay. You're okay. See that E? You're not that E. Don't worry. You're still here. You're still trucking along. If you need a Band-Aid or run it underwater, we've got you.
No, I'm good. It was just that was uncomfortable.
That initial? Yeah. Hot glue. Hot take. It's a little uncomfortable.
A little bit.
But I also love it for that reason. It's like working with a wild animal. You gotta earn its respect. And you'll never fully tame it. You'll only have a relationship with it. You'll have a compromise.
Yeah.
That's how a glue gun is.
Yeah, so basically it is our love letter to the games that we grew up playing.
Yeah.
Because Dave and I both lived through the Satanic Panic.
We were just talking about this with Todd.
I know, I was watching that.
Let's talk about it from a different perspective. What was it like growing up literally in the middle of the Satanic Panic?
I had a very dyed-in-the-wool Catholic mother who firmly believed that D&D was the gateway to hell.
Sure.
And so I had to sneak and go play in D&D when I was younger.
You had to sneak and go play?
Oh, yeah.
Where would you go?
Oh, friends down the street, but it was, we're going to study.
Oh,
wink,
so
wink,
at least
nudge,
one
nudge.
mom was like cool with it or just didn't know.
Despite what people want to think, we went and did stuff and our parents didn't know until a certain age, and then it was like, then mom was sitting there on the porch like, what were you doing? Nothing.
Slaying dragons.
Nothing, just opening a portal to hell, don't mind me.
Incredible. Wow.
So silly question.
Yes. No such thing. Silly question.
These go here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And for all the bricks that you already used, if you want to trim them so that they're flush with the edge, I just went around and gave it a little haircut.
Okay.
So I'll pass those off to you whenever you're ready and you want to use them. And I'll pause so we can do it together. I want to make sure we're on the same level, having fun, and I'll do a quick close-up again so you can see the way I laid out the bricks, so you can see how you can make them look a little natural, like real, a fun real tower, like fun real masonry.
I've already gone through most of my glue stick, too.
Oh, I got more. I'm going to hold this here, but I'm going to grab you a new one. Oh, it's still right here. Right there, baby. See? So you see how you kind of lay them, you kind of space them out so that they're not all the same. We went with different sizes. And don't worry about how messy it is, because we're going to kind of rough up these bricks and then paint them. So they're just going to look like a decrepit old fun tower. And then we're all good to go. So if you had become a novelist, what kind of books would you have wanted to write? Do you think you would have gone into the sci-fi? Or do you think that you would have dipped straight into fantasy because it was kind of how you grew up using your imagination?
Probably either sci-fi or horror.
Oh, horror.
Because I was that kid that read way above their reading level.
Okay.
And I was that obnoxious kid.
That's a good kind of obnoxious, though. You love a good, avid kid reader. I always wanted to be that, and I tried to be that, but I was such a slow reader, because I read, even now, out loud is the same pace that I read in my head. It's like I have to perform the whole book in my head, otherwise it doesn't stick. Like, my brain is so storyteller driven that I perform it in my head like I'm reading it out loud.
Okay.
How do you read?
Depends on what I'm reading and for what.
Yeah.
Work reading, I'm very quick.
Okay.
Unless it's editing, and then I'm the slowest reader on the planet. Because my brain is like, this is editing, you need to catch like grammar, other stuff. Now these are gonna lay flat or we don't put anything here.
We are gonna put stuff there. That's number 4. So give that baby a haircut, and then we're gonna move on to step 4 of the bricklaying. Did I get them all out? No, I didn't. Haha. Now,
you're gotcha. You didn't dry. Ha.
Oh, well, don't worry. It'll be fine.
It'll
See,
be
we're
all
just
right.
giving a quick little haircut. It's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about dice for a while now.
Okay.
You started making dice, obviously.
Yep.
What led to making dice, streaming it? Why? Where did this hobby like latch onto you? Why dice?
It's not even a fun answer, it's pandemic boredom.
Sure, that's a good answer. We're learning so much about people all season about like, oh no, I just started during the pandemic, so, and now it's the thing that I love to do and it's how I make my living, and you're like, that's incredible, that's amazing, I'm so happy. Does this bring you joy?
It does. The funny thing though about streaming it, and I'm sure you know this, is that streaming things can sometimes be a pain in the butt. And what got me was people...
Okay, wait, before you do. I suggest starting at the button so that the front of our tower looks great. So we've got this little button right here, and we want to make sure that it doesn't get covered. So I like to start the bricks, whoop, and then go around. And just
like this?
Yeah, you got it.
People would come in and backseat and offer advice.
Oh, yes. This is very, very common, especially in creative streams. I've heard this a lot from many artists in the space of just a lot of unsolicited advice. How did you handle that?
Use language I shouldn't use here.
Sure.
But there was a lot of, oh, well, you know, if you did X, they wouldn't have bubbles in them. Or just flat out asking, so when are you opening a store? And I was like, half past never.
Half past never.
This is a hobby. I'm doing this for fun.
Yes. Look at them. They're beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so walk me through the process of making a dice. Set.
So I don't know if the mold is handy, but...
Yes, I've got the mold. We've got those pictures. We've got the molds. Look at these bad boys.
So you take a mold. The first one, the top one that Gina's holding, is for an individual die. And the second mold is called a slab mold.
Slab mold.
And that is to make a polyhedral set.
Ooh, look at those.
So you mix your resin. Most of it is for epoxy resin.
Yep.
And it's usually 1-to-1 ratio of the resin and then the hardening agent. And then if you want to add color, you put pigment, usually liquid pigment.
Yeah.
Sometimes alcohol pigments. Mix it until you get the color you want. And then in the case of epoxy resin, you then carefully put the top of that mold on and then leave it alone for 12 to 24 hours.
Which is why we were going to maybe do that on the show, and then we knew we did not have the time for it, even with UV resin, which would have worked.
Yes.
But we didn't want to risk it, and we wanted to make sure that everyone at home would have access to all of these incredible materials, and some of them take a while to make or ship or arrive.
Yeah, so this is not a fast hobby.
No.
It also helped me learn some patience. My friends in the chat are going to laugh because I'm not a patient person. I was even born 3 weeks early.
Were you?
Literally to the day 3 weeks early.
That's incredible.
It explains so much about me.
I just arrived sleepy. I was a very tired baby. That was how I came out napping. I just wanted to nap. And I've maintained that.
Yeah.
How's it coming? I've got my full thing.
Getting there. I'm a little slow.
That's all right. We got my full thing. See, we got the bricks on the top. Easy. And now we're gonna move on to the tower section. I'm telling you, this part is all the gluing and the hanging out and making our fun towers. And then we're gonna get into the paint and all the fun stuff. And what kind of dice we're putting in it. I'm gonna move on to step 5.
All right.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm getting there. Just laying my little bricks down. I'm almost halfway around. I was about to lie and be like, no, I'm not. But it's interesting, and it taught me some patience.
Yeah.
And it also, funnily enough, got me back into also mini painting again.
Oh, let's talk about it. Do you make minis?
Oh God, no.
No?
I have a FDM printer at home. I have a 3D printer.
Oh.
But you really need a resin printer to get the level of detail for minis.
Yes.
And living in an apartment.
That's a difficult machine.
Well, just that, and I don't want to smell resin in my office while things are printing or curing. So I have an FDM printer, which means I can make stuff like this. I can make terrain.
You can build these kinds of things?
So I could print out a bunch of tiles and things like that.
Oh, cool.
Just if you want details, then you really should get a resin printer.
Got it.
And unless you have a garage or somewhere that gets good circulation.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot on the show, is making sure you are in a well-ventilated area when working with anything that has odors and chemicals. Yeah,
and it's just, while it's great, a lot of people think, I'm gonna buy a printer and start selling minis. No, you're not.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and that's why I got irritated with but crafting and you want to sell your dice, and I'm like, no.
No, it's for me. Sometimes a hobby's just for you.
Yeah, and I think that's where people have forgotten that everything doesn't have to be hustle culture.
It's true. It's hard to remember because especially since you're putting so much time and effort into learning a new skill, especially something that kind of takes a lot of time to learn and a lot of commitment, that there's this this feeling that you have to have done it for a reason, that there has to be some sort of reciprocal reward or effort given as a thank you for putting in that effort, rather than just letting learning the thing be its reward and having it be something for yourself that you get to then enjoy and consume and take your time with and just have fun. It's hard to just do things for fun.
It is, and I wish people could remember that.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, hopefully they're remembering it right now. Just do things for fun sometimes. Like today, we're just doing it for fun. That's why this show's awesome. I mean, it is a job, and I love it, and I love this job. I love talking to these wonderful people. I love talking to you. I love crafting. I love all of the people in this studio, and it's also a job, and I love it. But it's a nice reminder because I feel very grateful, and it's fun to do. I get to just do this all day.
Yay.
Yay. All right. All right, everybody. So we're gonna still keep gluing these bricks down. I'm getting pretty close to finishing up my little round tower dome, but we've got our Gothic color scheme. But I need to know from all of you, what die should we put in here? Because Tanya has got all of these beautiful dice, so I'm gonna hold up our two options right here. Are we gonna go with A, blue, or B, red? What spicy boy is gonna live in my dice tower? Ooh, what is this? What is in this layer? This is a hidden treasure. What is it? Ooh. What do you think?
In the layer that we're going to build?
Yes. This is going to be trapped under a glass dome.
I think treasures from Avernus.
Oh, we got some Avernus treasures, everybody, from the depths. I love it. Okay, what color? Let's see. We got 7 seconds left to decide what's going in my tower that's going to be protected by my lovely dragon boy. It's a tie.
What?
Okay. Well, roll dice. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna roll. 10 and lower is blue.
Okay.
Above 10 is red. Go for it.
14.
Red. Red's going in. Bam. He lives there now. He's just gonna stay put. Okay. So, aside from dice, do you have a lot of experience working with other resins?
Not really. I did buy some other molds, like for pendants and things like that. If I ever decided to you know what, I'm tired of dice. I'm going to make jewelry, which looks
Dice is fun to make into jewelry.
It is.
I have a couple of dice necklaces that I truly adore.
That fly almost became part of the craft.
You knew it would happen.
It did, and he landed right on the glue gun. It's like...
He landed on the glue gun?
Yeah, and I tried to get him. He was a little too fast for me.
What should we name him? He lives here now.
Marty.
Marty? Marty the fly?
Marty McFly.
Marty, oh my God. How did I not put that together? Marty McFly. All right, Marty.
And this is when I get kicked off the show.
Absolutely not. We love bad puns here. And I don't even think they're bad. I love bad puns. I love wordplay. I love dad jokes. I am an easy joke target. I think I adore it. I think it's so fun.
So fun fact.
Yes, I love fun facts.
People abuse punning so much in my chat.
Oh, do they?
I actually, so two things. One,
yes.
I put the fact that they abuse punning so much in my chat, I put it to a good cause.
Okay, how so?
A friend of ours loves puns. His name's Painting Pirate. I know he's not watching because he's in London right now, so he can see this later. But he loves puns, and he was doing charity.
Okay.
And he said if he hit $1,000, he couldn't pun for the rest of the year.
What?
And this was in October, November.
A whole year?
Like 2 months.
Why?
It was for charity, because he didn't think he would hit $1,000.
Okay. Never, ever challenge chat like that. They're too good.
It was a personal challenge to me. And I was like, oh, really? And, you know, minor fiscal flex. I could afford it.
Sure.
I donated $1,000 before he started.
What?
And I was like, good. Sucks to be you.
Where did he go from there? Did he cry? I would have cried.
He didn't cry.
No jokes for a whole...
No, he can make jokes, just not puns.
That's jokes. Especially if it's your preferred form of jokes.
That and dad jokes. Then another friend of ours joined him.
Chat's making some puns. How do you count cows? With a calculator. That's just a good joke.
Wow.
You know it's a good joke if the room is silent after. That's my favorite kind. That bring like this face. Like you say the joke and someone goes, that's my favorite.
That's why I have a stare emote.
That's your what?
I have a stare emote.
Oh, a stare emote.
Where I'm just like.
Okay, we got more jokes. Just test your stare emote. What's the joke? It says, what did the 0 say to the 8? What did the 0 say to the 8? I don't know. We need the rest of it.
There it is.
What? Where? I missed it.
The emote.
Say it. Oh, there's the emote. Oh, I thought you saw the end of the joke.
That belt looks good on you.
That belt looks good on you?
The 0 to the 8.
Okay, we gotta make the face. See, I laughed though.
I know.
3, 2, 1. We gotta make the stare face. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
See, now you need that as an emote now.
I do. I need a stare emote. But I don't make that face very often. Because mine is like... I get way too excited about jokes that are deemed so bad. Excuse me, Marty. Get out of here. Okay.
Marty is determined to be part of this craft.
He really is. So in case you missed it, because I delayed that joke, what did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. I love it. I love stealing jokes. I like saying them like they're mine. because I'm that person.
Oh no.
I just want people to, because if you start a joke by being like, I heard this joke once, it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's a bad way to start telling a joke. So you just do the joke and then say where you found it.
Wow, I'm a messy crafter.
Oh, how you doing?
Oh, I've just got glue everywhere.
That's all right. I am just going to town. I am getting glue all over my nails, and I'm just living my best life right now.
Oh no, I'm just amused. I was just like, there's just glue everywhere. Oh well.
There usually is. This was gonna be a glue-heavy episode, because there's just a nice rhythm that I get into when I'm gluing, that I just like lay a wall of glue down, and then you just kind of go like this. You lay a wall of glue down, and then you just go, bam, bam. And I always do my sound effect.
I'm just kind of going in parts.
Yeah.
Because if I put down too much glue, I will be slow.
Oh, also, we're getting a raid right now, everybody.
Oh.
Xander Genre is raiding us.
Hey,
Hi,
Xander.
Xander. Hello. If you're coming from Xander's stream, welcome. This is Good at Stuff. We're making crafts with Tanya to pass. We're making automatic dice rollers. See, look, I don't have the thing on right now, but I'm going to press the button because I'm going to cause chaos. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
Ah!
Goodbye.
It was a nat 1.
See?
It rejected me. It was so upset.
It was like, how dare you?
Well, anyway, welcome, Raiders. I just rolled the nat 1 because I am bad at this.
No.
And I should have put the glass case back on.
But you're good at stuff.
I am good at stuff. We're all getting good at stuff along the way. You just gotta keep trying.
Yes. And that is way too small. I'm going to move that.
So when you were younger,
yes,
did you always think that, aside from writing, did you think that you would be a performer?
Oh God, no.
No?
No, I have very minimal musical talent.
Okay.
Because I took the trumpet first.
Oh, you're a music person too?
I won't go that far.
Okay, okay.
I studied trumpet in grade school band.
Okay.
I was not good at it. Believe it or not, I could not make enough air to blow the trumpet.
Okay.
And so I switched to clarinet.
What? I never even thought about that as a possibility.
Neither did I.
You can't blow enough air.
Neither did I. And yeah.
No high school theater or in college or anything?
My high school didn't really have theater. I was in choir, and
yeah.
And I like to think I can sing back then.
Sure.
And then I had one of those high school choirs that thought it was, choir directors thought we were Glee before Glee was a thing.
Oh, okay.
They were very competitive. They had their favorites.
I have heard this before.
And I need to may I have the scissors?
Yes, of course. Here you go. I have completed my sweet little tower.
Oh, wow.
He lives here. I love him. He's a little dome. And then, boop, we're gonna pop that. We're gonna, I gotta get there he is. Just so you can see at home. There, just like that. And then when you push that button, yeah, baby. That time I rolled a 6. All right. Well, they're clearly not happy yet. The dice gods are not satisfied with our creations.
No.
So I think that's okay, though. So we're going to keep gluing dice. Not dice. We're going to keep gluing bricks. And when we come back, we're going to start painting our Gothic towers of delight. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. We're making these automatic dice rollers. And for those that just joined us, thank you. Stick around. Ah!
I am the myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the island the island is me. I am the rage, the destruction. I am Eternum. And Eternum is me.
Hello, welcome back. You're watching Good and Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo. This is Tanya DePass. We're making automatic dice rollers for our epic gaming needs. And I'm pouring up some paint because I'm ready to start painting my base. Here it is. And this little bad boy's gonna live right here up on this hill. It's gonna be very exciting. So I'm just gonna take your time. Don't worry about it. Glue your bricks and we'll come back in. Do you know what colors? I can pour them for you so you'll be ready to go. I'm going with some like dark reds and a deep blue. I got this fun shiny, I forgot to shake it.
Oh no.
Got this fun shiny pink, which I think will be fun if I add like some deep reds to it. What sort of colors do you got?
Thinking blacks and grays with a little green.
Ooh, yeah, let's bust out some green. Okay, I'll do that for you as well. Okay, while we're splattering paint all over our beautiful little paint palettes, let's do a giveaway, everybody. So, if you would like to enter to win, all you have to do is spam !CraftBox in chat right now. For all you fellow crafters and makers, there's Crafter's Box. It is a gift for the lovely person in your life who loves to make things. You can curate a box with special crafting techniques and materials that is catered to anything that you or your loved ones might like. They've got online workshops, and we're giving away a 3-month subscription for it. So you have to be 18 years or older to be eligible and living in the US. And winners will be whispered to at the end of the show in chat. So right now, spam !CraftBox. And that's for you at home, everybody. And then I'm mixing up your paints. Not mixing, but I'm pouring them for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm getting there.
Yes. So, Tanya.
Yes, Gina.
We have to name our dragons. Oh. So we've got this bowl of baby dragons right here who are having a splendid time. Look at them. This one's holding council with the rest of them. So you guys have to name our dragons that are gonna live on our lair. So we're gonna throw a poll up in chat. If you think our dragons should be named A, Phyllis, B, Puff, C, Falcor, or D, Steve. Steve's out of jail. You know, he did not do the murder that happened in several episodes ago with Bose. But we're gonna have a little dragon living in our thing. What do you think their name should be? Start spamming what you think. So A, Phyllis, B, Puff, C, Falcor, D, Steve. Throw them off in chat right now.
I'm guessing your vote is not for Steve.
Oh, I love a good Steve. I don't know who I'm rooting for, but I like them all. I'm also a little partial to Phyllis. The idea that a dragon's name is Phyllis makes me like really happy. Oh, I forgot to put the white in there. I need that to make it gray. Oh, there we go. How your bricks coming?
Almost there.
Almost there? No worries. We're gonna quick and dirty this. Arrgh.
I will make up my speed in painting.
Guess who won? Who do you think won? What was your vote?
My vote was for Puff, but...
Oh, well, we got Steve back in the house.
Oh, Steve.
We knew it was gonna happen. I just got paint on myself. That's all right.
No.
That's all right. Wait, what? Puff got 0 votes.
Sadness.
Sad. bad. That's okay. I think Steve has a long history on our show, so it makes sense that Steve was gonna be the inevitable winner. And so yeah, I'm just making this stand just not raw wood. We're keeping it nice and gothic. Very, very gothic. How's it coming? Oh, you're getting close.
Yes.
See, I kind of cheated and I spaced out my bricks because I just thought, oh, well, I wanted big gaps to put all of the moss and foliage that we're gonna add.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, but that's all right. So we got this bad boy. I'm gonna make it nice. And then we don't have to even fill it in all the way because we've got this tower happening. So bam. And then I think I want to add some like blue highlights. Make it, that looks so cool. Like a little sheen of blue. I love it.
Ooh.
And then maybe a little sheen of red too. Oh, like blood is dripping down the stairs.
Oh.
I don't know what this story is, but I'm into it. It's kind of like a two-tone. Got the blue and we got the red. Very fun.
Did a murder happen here?
A murder definitely happened.
So Steve got there.
Steve got there. Steve's definitely joining the party. I would love for you to tell me about Game Changer.
So Game Changer, for those that may not have seen it, Tina Charles, who's a WNBA player, approached me and wanted to do a short film about my work in gaming and DEI and stuff like that.
We got it right there, Queen's Collective.
And she said, hey, I'm gonna pitch this. It's for Queen Collective, which Queen Latifah has a production company, and Procter & Gamble funds the Queen Collective. So last year at Tribeca, 4 Black female filmmakers got to premiere their short films, and Game Changer was about me, my work with I Need Diverse Games, Motherlands, and it premiered, and it was very surreal to be sitting on a pier in New York with some of my good friends.
On a pier?
Yeah, the showings were outdoor because it was still COVID going on.
Sure.
But yeah, we got to sit there and watch it on the big screen outside, premiering with all of the films, and it was second in the rotation. And it was weird, it was humbling, it was...
Sure.
It was one of those things where I'm like, oh God, what do I do with this? How do I manage this?
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a lot, because when I started doing this work, it was literally because I was mad about video games.
Sure.
There was no great and noble purpose. It was because I'm petty and spiteful.
That's a good noble purpose.
Said that I shouldn't do this kind of work because they thought people like me and you and friends watching shouldn't be in games.
What the hell?
Well, the internet is a place where people exist.
It's true. Well, I want to see this, so we're going to run a trailer so that you can all get super hyped for this awesome film.
I was always told that people like me didn't play video games, especially being a Black woman. Even now, I hear that, and it's ridiculous. It's hard because I love video games. I just wish they loved me back in the same way. Gaming is for everyone, and it's not a catchphrase. It's important giving visibility and a voice to people who think they don't belong.
Incredible. Please tell me about your nonprofit, I Need Diverse Games.
It is now a not-for-profit because times are hard.
Yeah.
And maintaining a nonprofit is a lot of work.
Sure.
So, but it started because of the hashtag I Need Diverse Games.
Yeah. Which started when?
October 4th, 2014.
Wow.
And it started on my Twitter, actually. So if anyone ever looks for where it started on my Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was just mad about games that didn't have people like us, or people like my friends that are disabled, neurodivergent, that are not, skinny, cis, straight, white women, or dudes.
Sure.
And started the hashtag, went viral, and it just became a thing. And after a while, I was like, okay, I guess this is a thing that people want to keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Started a blog, gave it its own Twitter, started the organization, and it basically became a second job.
Yeah.
And, I was waffling on whether or not I should try to make it a full-time job, because I have a job with benefits and a salary. Why would I quit my day job?
Sure.
And then day job took that out of my hands by, excuse me, no longer having a day job. And I was like, well, guess the universe is sending me a very clear message.
Sure.
So made that my day job, and here we are.
Incredible.
Have some more black paint.
Yes, you can. Oh, and if you want to steal any colors from my wheel.
Paint?
Yeah, that's the black paint.
I got paint on everything.
So while we're chatting, I'm gonna do a quick demonstration. If you want to build up a fun little hill on your little platform right here, all you have to do is take a little bit of, oh, come on, bud. You just let it go. Let it go. You got it. Don't be shy. You're good.
The foil wants
brand
to
new.
out.
This is spoiling me.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry. So, all you have to do is take a little bit of tin foil. It's a great medium when you're working with miniatures and set building for tiny little things. All you have to do is you just make a little lump. And there you go, you got a hill. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a little bit of a space. And I'm gonna take my thing, I'm gonna shove it down. Just like that.
Regina.
Yeah?
Is that the hill you're gonna die on?
This is probably the hill I'm gonna definitely die on. So there we go. We got our nice little hill. There it is. I'm gonna do that, flatten it around, create a hill. I'm gonna glue this sucker down.
Now I need the foil.
You need the foil. Here you go. All right, I've got my tower painted. We're gonna come back in with some detail work. And then I'm just gonna glue my hill down. And then we get to the part where we get to add all of our moss and our foliage, and we get to paint Steve. Because Steve is looking a little boring. Throw in chat right now, everybody. I want you to tell me what color dragon I should start with. We got a whole list in here. We got greens, we got browns, we got dark greens, we got reds, we got blues. We got a black dragon in there.
Water.
Oh, water. Yes, here you go. So just throw some in chat. Let's see what we've got. I'll take a look. You all right?
Yeah, I might sneak and get my drink in a minute.
Oh yeah, what you need? Can we grab some water up in here? Because guess what, everybody? Seattle's hot. It's hot, and it's a hot day today. But that's all right. It's okay. So I won't ask you too many questions right now.
You're good.
Before you can get some hydration. We got yellow, possibly purple, pink. Steve should be pink. Do we have a pink dragon in here? We can start with this red boy. I like this red boy. Should Steve be pink? What do you think?
Pink, yes.
Pink, yes. We'll stay pink. I kind of like that. We're gonna stick with pink. There he is. He lives there. We're gonna make him pink. I like him. Steve. Reddish pink. Yeah, for those who are just joining us, we are in a lovely art studio in Seattle. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are making things. This is Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo. That's Tanya DePass. We're making dice rollers. And I'm gonna glue down my landscape.
Ooh, what should I do for the outside?
For the outside?
For all the bricks.
Oh, I just went with a nice standard, like, gray tower, like stones. I'm gonna make it look like stone textured.
I'm going to do that.
Right? Yeah, I stayed dark so that I could then go in with a dry brush and just highlight all the things.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, there's also another fun technique. May I grab another bit of the foil? Where'd it go?
Oh,
I couldn't see it at all. Thank
the foil
you.
in front of me.
So another fun way that if you want to add texture, you can crumple up a little ball of foil, and we have pretty nice looking bricks, but if you want to make them look all rough, you can just crumple and like texturize your bricks, because foam is nice and malleable. So if you want to get super fancy with it, you just kind of start distressing your bricks, which obviously will add a nice texture when you start dry brushing, but it's not necessary. It's just if you want to be a little extra, which, you know, we always like to be a little bit extra on this show. So just a little bit of texturizing, and that's all you do. And then you get rid of that bad boy. I'm gonna paint my landscape a nice dark green, and then you and I will be ready to add our foliage. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, this is basically all gonna get covered with moss anyway, but it's nice to just do a base color so that you don't have to do too much before your stuff goes down, because sometimes all that silver is gonna just poke through and it'll be super annoying. So, you are a woman trailblazer of 2022.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What does that mean? And also, please brag about yourself. No need to be humble.
Oh no. That is my boss level fight. That's my CR20 fight.
Talking about yourself?
Yes.
Welcome to an interview show.
So Adweek reached out and said, hey, we like what you do. We want to name you one of our women trailblazers for 2022. Mm-hmm. And everyone on the list is someone who has been making strides and betterment for inclusion, for other women, for diversity and inclusion. Mm-hmm. Michelle Yeoh is also on the list.
You're in the same list as Michelle Yeoh?
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is one of those moments where I'm like, all right, cool.
Try not to freak out.
Basically.
Breathe. Yeah. That's impressive and awesome.
It is, and it's also a little terrifying.
Yeah, but you made it already. You did it.
Oh, yeah.
You're a trailblazer.
The article came out July 11th.
That's incredible. How did you find out?
Oh, they emailed and said, hey, this is what we want to do. If you accept, get us some info, images we can use, and then it is in the print edition.
Okay.
So if you can find a physical copy of Adweek, please pick one up.
There's physical copies still?
Yep.
That's exciting.
It is. Hopefully mine will be there when I get home.
Oh, it's available right now.
Yes.
It just dropped?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Has anything like that ever happened to you before?
I'm trying to think. I've made like some listicles of like, queer streamers people should follow, black streamers people should follow.
Sure.
And this is where all of the glue catches up with me.
But that's the fun part. It's all there and it's exciting.
And it's just one of those like, this is cool, but also what is my life?
Sure. Understandable.
But I've done other stuff, and it's one of those things of, it's there, it's in my back pocket should I ever need to brag.
Like right now?
Sure. So other things that I've done is I've been in a museum exhibit.
What?
Yes.
Tell me about that. You've been in a museum?
I've been in a museum while I'm still alive.
That's impressive. Not many people, if ever. What?
So the Victoria and Albert Museum in London.
Yes.
They did an exhibit called Play Design Disrupt.
Okay.
And the first part was about game design and games like Kentucky Route Zero, No Man's Sky, Splatoon was in there. And, the exhibit talked about their elements of design. And then the part I was in was the Disrupt, where there was a series of interviews, and it scrolled like we were giving a panel and having a conversation.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it just looped that way. And, it was really weird because a friend had miles, because I'm like, well, that's cool. I'll never see it because it's in London.
Sure.
And a friend had enough air miles because I had to travel for work all the time, They were like, I'll just buy you.
I'll just go.
They used their miles so I could come see the exhibit.
What?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and that was funnier because like how we're sitting here talking.
Yeah.
People would walk by, look up at the screen, and then look and go,
is that you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What a fun day for someone to have been there at the museum that day.
Yeah, so it was, and again, it was that kind of surreal, oh, that's me in an exhibit. And I'm sitting here watching me in an exhibit. And then the other thing is I've given a keynote at the Smithsonian.
What?
Yeah, so the Smithsonian does a festival called the Smithsonian American Art Museum, or SAM, does a games exhibit every, I keep calling exhibit, festival every year. Well, you know, obviously pre-pandemic. And one of the themes was women in games. And they were like, hey, do you want to come give the keynote and be a judge? And I was like, sure.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I got to give the keynote for SAM that year. I'm sorry, it was diversity in games, and next year was women in games. But, oh, I have used all my glue.
Oh, here you go. Oh, you got him? Okay, good.
So yeah, and it was just one of those, again, surreal things where you're like, I'm on stage at the Smithsonian.
Yeah, I would have panicked.
Oh, I did. I absolutely did, until we were live and it was streamed, and it lives forever on their YouTube and mine.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, if you go to the Sam's YouTube, you will find the talk.
That's so cool. It'll live there forever.
It'll live there forever.
That's so exciting. Also, I finished Steve. He's just a little pinker now. He's a little happy boy.
He is.
I love him. And as soon as, there he is. Hi, Steve. He's a little pink and red dragon boy. He's gonna live at the top of my tower. I just gave him a little bit extra.
I'm going to steal some of your paints.
Okay, great. Okay, he's gonna live down here. And while I am gluing all of these magical things, so I'm gonna start painting this. But we're gonna do a fun little, do you wanna tell a story with me?
Sure.
Okay, so now that we have Steve, and he's gonna live at the top of this tower, we need you at home to tell us. So I'm gonna be playing my character Winscar. He is a sorcerer goblin. Who are you playing?
Silis Historio, my paladin.
Okay, we've got a goblin and a paladin. And I say goblin first because he's a goblin first and a sorcerer second. So a goblin, sorcerer, and a paladin are going to try to break into Steve's lair. Now, what method are they going to use to steal what are they stealing?
A soul coin.
A soul coin from Steve. Are they going to A, sneak, B, and I'm talking about just Winscar right now, because we're going to do this separate, because we're going to do a roll, and we're going to find out how this goes. The future is Winscar. So does Winscar A, sneak, B, attack Steve, C, hide from Steve, or D, charm Steve? So we're going to throw that poll up in the chat, and I'm going to do a quick dry brush round.
Ooh.
Which is just, and whatever you guys decide, we're gonna roll it and see how we do. So we're gonna just tell a little story. So Steve is sleeping, and he's having a beautiful daydream of peaceful nothingness, not a single adventurer trying to bust into his home, when a tiny little goblin boy with a rainbow beard and a bowler hat busts into his lair at the top of his hill. And charm won. So we're gonna roll charm right now. So I'm gonna lay that down. We're gonna put our beautiful red die in here. I'm gonna lock it up, and Winscar is gonna run up to the dragon, and he's gonna say, "Hi, Mr. Dragon. I hope I'm not waking you from a peaceful slumber. But I just thought I'd ask you, would you like a cupcake?" It's one of our friends' birthdays, and we have an extra one. Now I'm gonna roll. Nat 20!
She said it wouldn't happen.
I swore it wouldn't happen on the show. It happened. I feel good right now. You know what Steve does? Steve takes that cupcake. He not only does he eat that cupcake, but he takes his tiny little dragon breath and he lights the birthday candle for our dear friend. And while Winscar is distracting our dragon friend, you have an opportunity to get that soul coin. So we're gonna run that poll one more time. How is our paladin going to get that soul ring? Are they going to A, sneak, B, attack, C, hide in plain sight, or D, keep charming this bad boy? Let's find out.
I'm scared to see what the chat comes up with.
Same, and then you're gonna roll. So we're celebrating that happy birthday.
Oh no. Because if charm is the case, then Celise is in trouble.
Oh no, really?
She's a grumpy paladin at times.
She grumpy?
A little bit.
How is it going?
I need a dragon.
You need a dragon. Pick a dragon. And I'm just doing a dry brush. And let's check in. We're still... It's charm again.
Oh no.
How do you join? Okay, so we're already celebrating a birthday. We're eating cupcakes. We blew out the candles and made a wish. And you're charming Steve into giving us that soul coin.
All right, let's see if
Let's
Celise can
see
be
if
charming.
it works.
All right. Oh,
What is it?
A 3.
Oh.
Oops.
Well, how would you like to narrate what happens?
So, Celise, while well-intentioned, is annoyed that the dragon and Wingar are frolicking instead of getting this soul coin.
Oh.
And she's like, excuse me, I would like that coin, please.
You bring up the coin while we're enjoying a beautiful cupcake. We got cupcakes! Thank you very much! I wasn't kidding, we got cupcakes. There's a birthday in the house. Everyone say happy birthday in chat. And this poor dragon. It's what? Karsten, everyone say happy birthday, Karsten. Also, hi, Karsten. Happy birthday, Karsten!
Happy birthday!
Thanks for the cupcakes. So, unfortunately, as the dragon is munching on some cupcakes, he finds out that it was all a ruse. That we were just doing it for the coins.
Yeah.
Do you get Ed? Or does he just burn us out?
Oh, he lets you stay. He's like, you out.
Oh, you just get evicted from the party.
Yeah.
You get a bouncer arrives from another part of the cave and escorts you out of the party.
Yeah, no cupcake, no coin, no nothing.
I'm gonna eat this. Mmm. Oh my god. That's very good.
I cannot be trusted with crafts and food at the same time.
I'm gonna give you a bigger brush. You gotta get all that bad boy. Would you like the big one?
Maybe. I think I'm gonna tackle my dragon.
Oh, tackle the dragon.
And he's gonna be turquoise.
Perfect. Also, everyone, thanks. That was a fun little story. Let's check in with what I'm doing. Okay, so if you don't know what dry brushing is, everybody, it's when you take a brush and you get paint on it, very, very minimal amount, and make sure it's like mostly dry, and then you just kind of do this sweeping motion, and it creates a ton of fun dimension. Just like that. And since we did this on brown bricks over gray and black and fun stuff, we got all this fun dimension, and it starts looking like a real brick. With some like nice, fun stone texture. Just like that.
Steve is now a pink and turquoise dragon.
A pink and turquoise. Oh, I love that. Oh, camera, get that bad boy. Okay. I want to get back to talking about I need diverse games and you gaming in the space and obviously growing up not seeing a lot of people like you or the people you love and care about, how do you think the space has changed since you started gaming? Where have you seen progress, and where do you think there's still some progress that needs to be done?
Progress that we're getting more games with people of color that are not like a joke. They're not, they actually get to live through the whole game.
Sure.
We are getting games now with characters of color in the lead. Forspoken's coming. We had Mafia 3. We have Deathloop, which has 2 main black characters.
Yes.
So there are people who are doing the work and putting in the effort.
Yeah.
But the hard part is when folks don't seem to realize that it's not enough to just say you're going to do the work.
Yeah.
You have to actually mean it and have effective change. So it's gotten much better. Now when I get a call to consult on a game, I get called kind of at the beginning of the process versus, oh, hey, the game's about to be released. Can you just give us a rubber stamp and say we're not racist?
Yikes. Yeah. That's not the best way to go about being inclusive and making a game that is, made for more than a single type of person.
Yeah.
I'm busting this stuff out. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Here, I'm gonna bust this open for you. Ah! Wait, no, just kidding. Because otherwise this stuff's gonna fly everywhere and I'm gonna regret it. This will be worse than glitter. Which I
know. Is anything worse than glitter?
It does, because it's a lot. So the fun thing about this stuff is you just kind of like get to glue and have fun. Bam, we're busting it out. So I'm gonna just take my fun little patty and I'm gonna kind of rip it into chunks.
I'm just dropping glue everywhere.
Do it. That's the best part. You just kind of drop it and you just kind of press it down and you create a fun little mountain. Oh, let me make sure you can see what I'm doing.
Theater of the mind.
Exactly. Oh, I almost put my glue gun in my cupcake.
Oh no. Oh, I should probably move that water.
Oh, yes. Were you about to smack it?
I was about to smack it or drink it.
Oh no! I've done it before. Have you ever done that before?
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone in chat, have you done that before where you drink your water cup that you were painting with? Because yikes, I've done it. Tanya's done it. It's not the best thing that's ever happened to my taste buds.
No, and you know in about 3 seconds when you've done it.
Yeah, it's pretty immediate. The horror and the horror. It's just a double horror. Oh, okay.
There's now a forest on the ground.
There is now a forest on the ground. That kind of sounds like a book title. Okay, what kind of games that you haven't gotten to explore yet that you would like to?
In terms of genre or?
Genre, game system, story type, character that you've always wanted to explore?
I've always wanted to do a purely evil campaign.
Oh, okay. What does that look like? Just like everyone is playing a fun villain?
Not even a villain, because here's the thing about evil. Just because people want to mark you as evil doesn't mean you think you're evil.
Oh, absolutely. No, a good character believes they're right. Which is always the fun, scary thing. Okay, so I'm adding all these fun, dead-looking trees, which makes it look very spooky. Look at it, it's coming together. See, I added a trail of green so that it looked like moss was running up that hill. we made a lot of Stranger Things jokes when Todd was here, because it's so good. I think I'm gonna add a purple bush as well. Ooh! Oh, I like it. It's living up there. Yeah, I think red for sure. You got a tree going at the top.
We hope.
We hope?
I don't know, it doesn't look very stable.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna add a live one right here. Oh! Don't burn the fingies. Whoop. I'm taking this fun one.
Don't be like me.
We talk about it at almost every show. I have almost no feeling left in my fingertips from glue guns. That is why we do a safety dance, and that is why we talk about it. Glue is scary and hot.
Oh, there it went.
You want to respect it and be very cautious.
Yeah, that was a little too much for the top. So I'm gonna go with that bit of scrub.
What happened?
It was too much brush.
What was too much brush?
It was a little just too much. So this is where I would normally actually use tweezers.
Oh, I can give you tweezers if you want. We got just a few minutes left of this. Oh, I'm gonna add my dragon right here at the top. There's Steve. He's living his best life up here. I'm gonna add some crystals next. Not the ones on my throat, but these bad boys. I'm checking in. How's it going? How you feeling?
Feeling a little clumsy, but I'll
Don't
be
feel
okay.
clumsy. What, do you need help with anything? Any advice? Any comments, concerns?
No, but I've glued a plant to my hand.
Happens all the time. When I was testing this, I walked back in with a full forest attached to my fingers. It was very fun. I don't recommend it. It took a really long time to clean. I'm just adding some fun crystals now, because I'm extra. Woo, that's fun. Actually, those are all in the back.
Yeah,
Whoops.
Can I have a crystal or two?
Yes. What color? Oh, bad boy. Ah!
Oh, well, there you go.
There, we got all of them.
Just give me a few.
Here we go. They live with us. I'm gonna add this fun red one right at the front, because he looks spooky. Loving it.
Take me anywhere.
Yes, I can. I want to take you places. You're very nice.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, okay. Lots of crystals, because this is a magical place. And then I'll show it off. We're almost done, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're making dice towers. They live here. They're beautiful. And our lovely lair of dragons, it's owned by Steve. And Steve is a good dragon. And we are celebrating a birthday with Steve.
I feel
he's
like
having a good day.
This needs a Godzilla vibe.
It does have a bit of a Godzilla vibe. He's just happy to be there.
Sorry, dragon, I'm gluing you.
That's all right. So, are there some people in this space that you would love to highlight that you think don't get enough love? That maybe this industry has not caught up to recognizing that they're super dope?
Oh, so many. Let's see. My friend Eugenio Vargas, who, if you hadn't seen it, just DM'd Fiend of Hollow Mind for D&D Beyond, which is from the new Radiant Citadel book. And Mario Ortegon wrote it. He DM'd it over there, and he had Robbie Damon, Matt Mercer, Anjali.
We know those names.
Amy Dallin, and I'm going to blank on the last person's name. Michael Galvis, and it's over on D&D Beyond's YouTube. Obviously great. Gabe Hicks.
Yes.
Everyone that is on the cast with me of Rivals Waterdeep. We are on season 13. We have 2 episodes left. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Season 13.
Yes, we are an official WotC show, but Latia Jakis, Sharif Jackson, Brian Gray, and Masood Haq, all of us that are on Rivals, because we have 2 episodes left in the season and a live show at Gen Con.
Wow.
Wow, I'm trying to think, because of course everyone I can think of is either really well known.
Yes.
Or it's do I embarrass them by naming them?
How about this? You could also do that, and you can also say, hey, everybody, go follow Tanya, and she'll probably post a bunch of people to highlight and push up and make sure that you all support awesome, amazing, good people in this space.
True. I was also thinking of Awkwardish Panda, Painting Pirate, and Zero Jester. They all do various crafts that are TTRPG related or on a show. Dimples and Dice, who actually does a weekly D&D show and also does some Vampire the Masquerade.
Ooh.
God, there's so many people I know. Basically, almost everyone I know doesn't get the credit they deserve, that I feel they deserve.
Sure.
Fair Bear, who's in chat, and I know she's going to yell at me later.
Hi!
Panda's in chat too. I don't know about other people.
Oh, Tanya's so damn sweet. We got them all happening. They're here to support.
Yeah,
we love a good, supportive, happy, good community.
Oh, why not?
Yes, why not?
Well, also, and and this is to give credit where credit's due, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for other people's support.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a firm believer in paying it forward, leaving that letter where you found it, because not being
I've
a
never
nice
heard
person.
that phrase before. I love that.
People say don't pull the ladder behind you.
Yeah.
I believe in leaving the ladder where you found it so other people can climb up.
Yeah, absolutely. I leave the letter where you found it so that other people can join that quest.
Yeah. And then, this is going to be my one kind of snarky thing.
Okay.
Don't be a jackass, because our field is small and everyone will know.
Yes.
And everyone talks, whether or not you realize it. So you may think, oh, I got over on someone, I someone out. That will come back to bite you. Oh.
It's true.
Oh, and the last person, because I can't believe I said this, because they are a Seattle resident.
Yeah.
That bronze girl, Jasmine Bular, who just finished a fantastic run on Dimension 20, doing Coffin Run.
Yes. Do it. Go watch it. Also, we just finished. And so we're not going to show you what they look like yet, because we need you to stick around, because we're going to toss to break, and then we're going to show you the final reveal. Don't go anywhere.
This is it. You've got it.
Say hi to the people, Carl.
Today we're playing solitaire. Mission something crazy.
This is the place to be.
Chat is going absolutely well.
The prom hype.
Let's go. No.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Welcome back. It's time for reveal. If you're just joining us, you're watching Good at Stuff. I'm your host, Gina DeVivo, and we've been crafting with Tanya DePaz, talking all things diversity, dice, Dungeons and Dragons, and just being awesome in the space. And we've got our final projects. So let's do a quick little zoom in. I think we're all gonna keep futzing, because the best part of Dungeons and Dragons and these dice makers is you don't ever have to be done. It's a campaign, you can keep going. So I'm gonna pull and we can reveal our dice. Oh, yours isn't there.
Good job, me.
Don't worry, I didn't warn you. Okay, wait, we'll do a second go.
Good job, me, good job.
There, okay, wait. Okay, second take. No one saw it, we're not live. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Are you ready? You wanna push it with me?
Sure.
3, 2, 1. We got a 6 and a 16. Nice. Indeed. Thank you so much. You are welcome to keep crafting and hanging out. We've got so many things, but I do need something from you.
Oh.
We do a segment on this show called the Frankencraft, where I get a contribution, a material, a thought, an item, an idea from our guests, and I have to make a cursed Franken item at the end of our season. This is what we have so far. We've got metal, framed, music, water, plushie, vinyl record, braid, and what would you like to bring to the table for our lovely chat at home to be able to decide?
Dice.
Dice?
Or a mini.
A mini. And for those that don't know what a mini is, this is a mini. It's a miniature. It's used in a lot of games like Dungeons and Dragons. You can have it of yourself or of the creatures that you are fighting. This is a mini, just like Steve. So in chat right now, if you think that I should contribute A, dice, B, minis to my final cursed Franken object, spam them right now and we'll add it. I have no idea what I'm gonna make.
I'm concerned for you.
You should be. I am also concerned for me. I keep getting ideas and then immediately a new thing gets added and that goes far out the window.
Well, these dice are small if they pick dice.
It's true. And it's also the inspiration. Like, it can have dice in it, but it can also mean, like, you know, maybe it has an element where it flips or has numbers on it or is, you know, what is the shape of what is the
octagon?
Hexagon. What is the D&D mini wins? Oh, we don't even have to worry about it. A miniature wins.
There you go.
Okay, here's the thing. I love miniatures so much. I don't know if you can tell. I like dioramas. I like things. So thank you, everybody. I'm pretty happy to add miniatures to my Franken craft. I'm excited. My juices in my brain of creativity are pumping.
Now, will it be a mini or a mini?
I don't know. We're gonna find out because there's so many things. So Tanya.
Yes.
It has been an absolute joy. It's been informative, thoughtful, insightful, and fun chatting with you. So if people want to keep following you on all of the many wonderful things that you are doing, including events and shows, please tell everyone where they can support and find you.
Oh boy, long list. So all my socials are Cypher of Tyr, CYPHEROFTYR. Next week, Gen Con, we are doing a Rivals live show and a Black Dice Society live show. Black Dice Society has 9 episodes left in case you hadn't seen it. So come out and support us. He is live for the first and last time altogether. Then if you're in New York or able to come to New York, I'm a guest at FlameCon, August 19th and 20th. I'm sorry, 20th and 21st. I'm doing a game for charity for DigiPride remotely August 20th. And what else is going on? There's something else I'm forgetting. I'll remember.
Follow on the socials.
Yes.
And she'll tell you where she's going to be and where you can hang out and support. Tanya, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
And anyone at home, if you want to make these super awesome automatic dice rollers for yourself, we're going to throw that QR code back up because now you know what they look like, and I bet you're titillated and excited and want to do it for yourself. So all you have to do is scan that QR code, and we have that full list right there for you to be able to make this at home. And we're going to do another giveaway because we here at Good at Stuff, I brought my cupcake, really want to make sure that anyone has access to all the materials regardless of where they are in their life. So we want to give that list away. So all you have to do is use another chat command. That's !craft. It's right there so you know what it looks like. And all you have to do is spam that in chat. You have to be 18 years or older and living in the US to be eligible. But we want to give away that whole item list. So everything we just used today is on that list and is going to go to one lucky viewer out there right now. So spam that !craft right now. And one of you is going to win it. So you're going to be whispered to by Crown. And just make sure to respond within 24 hours after the end of the show so that, you know, we can get it to you right away. Quick as a, I don't even know what a phrase, quick as a Steve blowing out a candle. And don't forget, use that hashtag I got good because I want to see what you got going on. I love reading your hashtags. I love reading your posts. I love finding out what you're proud of, what you want to celebrate, what you've been getting good at. So make sure to tag Crown, tag me. We would love to feature you on the show, and just as a thank you and as a way to celebrate all of our journeys together. You all show up every week for me and us here at Crown, so this is our small way of giving back and saying thank you. So use that hashtag, and we'll be looking. We'll be looking and we'll be watching. And I'm gonna go over here and check in with everybody. Quick as a Steve. That's the new. I'm gonna embroider that on a thing. Quick as a Steve. How's everyone doing out there? I'm so happy that you took a chance. Geeky Chappy, thanks for another great show, Gina and people. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here. And hopefully, congratulations to all the winners along the way so far. I never get to quite see you, but I check in after, and I'm really happy for all of you. Thanks, Nightbot. You are watching Good at Stuff, and we're celebrating Carson's birthday, and we're eating cupcakes, and we're having a good time. Oh, I heard a woo. So yeah, everyone in chat, thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna keep eating my cupcake. Where are you all watching from? Great to see you, Tanya. Miss you. Yeah, can we give another round of love in chat for Tanya? Because she's still over there. You can keep working. You can keep having fun. A lot of the time after the show, we all still end up crafting for a good 20 minutes before we all head out. Jeremiah was Bullfrog. Thank you for the awesome stream, Gina. Hello, Stitchy baby. Thank you. And don't forget, if you like this show, we here are not the only show here at Crown. We also have a huge, wonderful lineup of people. So every Wednesday night, we've got Fight Night with Chelsea Bites and Action Jackson. And on Thursdays, we've got Spotlight. And that's with Cup of Noodle. They highlight every guest. And we've also got Fridays. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Thank you. Every Friday, we got Kitchen League with Eli. And they're from 4 to 6 Pacific Standard Time every week, all of our shows. It's a lot of fun. Thank you. That's so sweet. I didn't even realize she got out of her home. Wild. Now, everyone, don't forget, next week, we are dark here at the channel, which means there will be no live programming. It's all fun reruns, which is okay. We're having a little vacation here all across the channel. We all need it. So if you missed my Froggy Crossing episode where we made Animal Crossing pillows, they're on the up there somewhere, you get to watch it. And we're going to have a fresh new chat so you can hang out and watch the episode if you missed it live and have a lot of fun. But in 2 weeks, we're going to be back with something very special. On August 9th, our 9th episode in 2 weeks, we're going to have 2 guests. We're going to have Steve Zaragoza and Whitney Moore, baby. They're going to be here causing chaos, making a racket. It is going to be the event of the season because I've been in a room with both of them before, and let me tell you, it's going to be fun, everybody. So don't forget, come back in 2 weeks, have fun. Steve! This is Steve. Steve is coming to the show. So we're going to be hanging out, we're going to be making stuff, and since next week will be a rerun, we won't be able to show you the QR code, but if you go and follow me, go follow Crown on socials, and we're going to post the QR code of everything we're going to use to craft. We're going to post it that week. So next week, we're going to post it on our socials so that if you want to craft along with us on the 9th, you can do so. So make sure to follow us, follow Crown. We're going to post that for you so that you can still craft along with us, because that's the best part of it. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to keep celebrating. We're going to keep having a nice win. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, it really means a lot that you all are showing up. And if you've been here every time, thank you. And thank you so much for the raid, Xander. Go follow Xander Genre. Thank you so much. This has been an absolute joy. I love this so much. Come back, me. We gotta close out the show together. Oh, she'll come. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. We'll be back in 2 weeks on August 9th, and we'll see you there, same place, same time, getting good at stuff. See you next time. Bye-bye. Ow.